Hello everybody, it's me Roscoe and welcome to Premier League game day. The day has finally arrived. I can imagine no one was able to sleep. I didn't, because it is here. Ipswich Town take on Liverpool in the top flight. The Blues returning for the first time since 2002. I was 6 years old the last time Town were in the big time. So we're here. Liverpool, Arnie Slot's men with their superstars taking on Kieran McKenna's side. It should be a very good game indeed. The cameras are here, TNT Sports, obviously Peter Crouch. Ed Sheeran's been walking on a pitch with Mark Ashton just a minute ago. Yeah, today is going to be a very busy day, but a very exciting day. Can't wait to see this packed out Portman Road. Let's bring it on. Usual stick as always. Can't wait to speak to the Cowie Army and we'll just see how it goes. I've gone for a 1-1 draw. That could change any moment when I see the team news, but let's get right into it. Come on, Town. Okay then, we're now in the kitchen where the food will be in our bellies. This is the menu in all its glory. We've got hot, cold pastries. I can't wait. Let's get into it. There's the pastries. I'm going to go and get my fry up because we've got a fry up today. Let's do it. Okay, I know this is weird, but I'm not having bacon. It looks good, but I'm going to have some sausage. I'm going to have some nice scrambled egg, because why not? Got little potatoes. Don't know, potato tots? I don't really know what they're called. I think they're the substitute to hash browns. And then, obviously, got to get baked beans. And obviously, I'm going to get some pastry. So let's get this in our belly. Okay then, we've got the first Premier League media scran of the season. Here it is in all its glory. It's a cheeky fry up because it's a lunchtime kickoff. I've skipped breakfast, so happy days indeed. This is the new press room. So hello to Glenn, who is the Town TV commentator. Hello, my friend. He's got his food as well, which I'm sure he's happy. Got to get in. Let's get this in our belly. But you look at this new press conference room. Looks like a bit of a cinema. This is where Kieran McKenna behind me there will be sitting after the game. Yeah, let's put on the new Alien film and let's watch that pre-match. But let's get this in our belly and let's see what the first rating of the Premier League is going to get. Our media scram in the belly. That fry up was very nice indeed. Although the egg, now I'm not an egg snob, but that scrambled egg was a bit runny in my opinion. Apparently that's the rage at the moment, but I like a good fried egg. But overall, pretty good. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think it goes down, gets marked down because of the scrambled egg. It wasn't great, but yeah, that is it. We're now going to go and get the team news because that's just dropped. Let's go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, team news has just dropped, and I bumped into good old Simon, who has appeared on Game Day many times. He does Ipswich Hospital Radio. You're here, mate, in the new media suite and press conference room.
Very nice.
Yes,
very
nice.
Very swanky. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll do a bigger tour of the ground when the club do it, but. Yeah, all change, and you sort of see all the work that was going on, and you see the fruits of their labour. It's a real difference, a real upgrade on what we're used to seeing. We were sat in a big conference room, which before was just one desk in front of about 12 seats in the old room, and now a full-on conference room with a working space next door, and a canteen as well. So it's a real big upgrade, and definitely Premier League ready. That's what I would say.
Very much so. I've actually stopped Simon for getting his food. I said no, I need to have a little chin wag, and the team news just dropped, so I thought there's a perfect opportunity to chat team news with somebody. And there's some interesting. Walton is starting Muric. It sounds like a calf injury, which is disappointing for him. Obviously wanted to make his official Town debut, but Walton is in goal. Twanzebe, Wolfenden, Greaves, Davis in defence. Morsey Luongo as the two, which obviously that partnership continues. Burns, Chaplin, Hutchison and Delap up front. My friend, thoughts on that as a whole? A lot of Premier League debuts today for a lot of those Town players.
Absolutely, and lots of players have only played maybe one game off the bench in terms of Hutchinson and Delap, so you're not talking about bags of experience even in the ones that have it. But I mean, obviously the big thing is Walton in goal. I mean, that is disappointing, as you say, for Muric. We know the qualities that Walton has. I mean, he was a whisker away from being a Premier League goalkeeper at Brighton, wasn't he? If he hadn't had an injury in that pre-season like he did for us last season, he could well have made his debuts there. But you've got to think that they know him. It's not a completely new guy coming in. This is a player that they played together. It's a back line that knows each other's game pretty well, barring obviously Greaves coming in this season. So it's disappointing, and obviously you lose that kind of ball playing ability. Walton's not as good with his feet, but as a goalkeeper we know what Walton's about. He's a good goalkeeper, and as you say, lots of familiar combinations through the pitch. Morsey Luongo know each other's game inside out, back to front, but a huge job in there. The likes of Szoboszlai and Endo, and
we've seen the Liverpool team when we were bloody hell.
So it's whether they can make that step up again. We know in the Championship how good they were. but you've got to go again and make that upgrade even further. And then the forward line, lots of pace, and you've got to think that's got to be the game plan today. Hutchinson one side, Burns the other, Chaplin in the middle, Delap up front. If you get the ball, play vertical through the pitch quickly. There will be space to attack. We know that Liverpool will leave those gaps. So those guys are going to be important. And I mean, looking through the team, I'm trying to think how many of those players have come through from League One, actually.
It's a lot.
It's quite a few, isn't it? I mean, Wolfie, Walton, Morsi Luongo, Davis, Burns, Chaplin. So that's, I think, 7 of the 11 have come all the way through from League One and now playing Premier League football and absolutely deserve it for what they've done. Obviously, 2 new signings on the bench too, Phillips and Smodic. So we'll be interested to see what they can add to the group. I mean, we know what Calvin Phillips is about. I mean, a player who's so experienced at this level and by far the most experienced player in the squad in that regard. 31 England caps. So hopefully he can rediscover some of that form. Sammy Smodic is a goal scorer. And the goals don't move. That's the old saying, goals. Even though the level goes up, it's important that you remember that it's the same goal. You've just got to keep finding the same spots, and they're the same spots you find in the Championship. And Ben Johnson, who I thought would probably start today, but too. Surprisingly off
Axel
the bench.
Starting,
Axel, who probably is slightly more defensively secure, you'd say, maybe than Ben Johnson, and maybe that's behind McKenna's thinking. We were kind of debating whether it's a 4 or a 5. And it might be, with the ball might be one thing, and without the ball might be another. But yeah, very exciting. And those players, I'm sure, have been dreaming of this day for their whole careers. As you say, the majority of them, this will be their first experience of the Premier League, and they couldn't have a bigger test than this.
Definitely, my friends. Put you on a spot, prediction quickly.
My heart says Ipswich win, but I think it's got to be, I'd say 3-1 Liverpool. But I think that'll be a good result. If we can score a goal and not sort of get absolutely hammered, I think that'll be a decent game today. I think that'll be good.
Tom, man. Well, let's get pitch side, get some snappy snaps, and let's see how Town get on. Let's go. Okay, then we're now pitch side, and the teams are warming up. Here's Liverpool's team. They're big dogs. Countdown to kick-off is nearly approaching. I want to go and get my snappy snaps. It should be a very interesting game. Let's get right into it. Let's see how Town can get on in the first half. Okay, then it's half time. I'll switch my position. I'm now in the north stand end. And encouraging first half of Town as it's goalless. And I'll say Town have been the better side. They've had all of the chances, set pieces, defended well, attacked well. I'm pretty happy with that first half, and the energy the Town fans have just given the players everything. Oh, that kick off in the second half, so let's go. Well, full time here at Portman Road, and it's ended 2-0. Liverpool victorious here against Ipswich. I'm joined by good old Peachy.
Hello.
My friends, encouraging first game in the Premier League for an hour. Town, I thought were a better side.
No, we're rubbish McKenna out now. No, seriously. God, them lads done us proud today. Anyone who criticised that performance, they can F off, in my opinion. Now, 60 minutes, we went toe-to-toe, one of the top sides in Europe, dare I say. And like, you could just tell they were class, where they just flicked the switch and 2 goals straight away. But I'm so encouraged for the rest of the season now, because like we weren't camped our own half for ages. We had a few chances.
In the first half?
I mean, I thought there was a new rule brought in that you couldn't book Liverpool players. I thought, what's going on here? I must have missed something. Obviously, he did book someone in the end finally. That's not me being bitter, but it did seem a little bit, he's booking our players quickly. But also, big shout out to the Ipswich Town stewards letting the Liverpool fans in at half time. Because I didn't hear them first half, bless them. I think, no disrespect to Liverpool fans, they came here thinking, easy game. They got, like I say, they got a shock. And people on telly watching us, we think, it's quite handy here. We're not here to make up the bloody numbers. Yeah. So, all right, City away next week. Another free hit, 3 points incoming for City. Nah, you never know in football, but yeah, I'm really encouraged. And
I think that's the key word today, is just encouraged, because
Drake agrees. Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce for centre
winning
back.
Everything.
Yeah, I think everyone to a man played really well. Like, you know, having Smollett come on as well, he put himself about. El Hamdi, you tell he was a bit rusty when he came on, bless him. But he needs games. But yeah, I just think, we were just someone beaten. I'm rounded. We were just, I'm so proud of the boys, and I'm going to go back now to have a barbecue around my family. Unfortunately, my brother-in-law's a Liverpool fan.
Oh no.
I'll wait till I have a go at him once I've had my food because he's cooking it. But up a town.
Up next, I'm joined by George. Man, oh man, Ipswich Town first game in the Premier League has ended in a defeat. Thoughts on that, mate?
Well, it's a long time no see at Portman Road. I haven't been here in a long time. Lots changed to where I sit now. I have now the press box right in front of me, so my view's a little bit scone, but that's a little thing. But really respect performance today against a side that is going to be probably challenging for Champions Leagues, titles, whatever they're going to be challenged for. And we went toe-to-toe with them for 60-odd minutes, and then they obviously then decided to turn up. Liverpool fans started seeing. They're actually quite nice. They were when I met them at McDonald's earlier on. Actually, really, really nice, which is a bit strange for Scousers. But even for that, but we
Respect.
Yeah. We like you really, I think. But no, overall, we played really well for 60 minutes. I think we went toe-to-toe in the first half. We had our chances, we didn't take them, but it was really respectable. I think to take a 2-0 loss from this, okay, that's fine. We take that. We're getting a tough side out of the way. We've got Man City next, another tough side.
Bigger.
Away, yeah, even bigger. But get out of the way. Then we've got Fulham at home after that. But we played well. I think some really good performances out there. Jacobs Greaves, boy. What a signing!
His first ever Premier League game, by the way.
Yeah, and he just looked like he played like 100 of them. The way he commanded and played, and everyone played really well today. And then it all went a bit wrong, but damage and limitation at the end of the day. 2-0 loss. I'll take that. But on to the next one, which is Man City away. Well, we'll have to deal hard on this point. Maybe we'll get Cam Burgess on just to,
Keep put in his pocket. Just put him in his pocket. He'll be fine.
Little tactics here and there, but yeah.
Top man.
Up the town.
Go next. I'm joined by good old Bloomers, my friend. League One football, Championship football. We've done that. We're here now in the Premier League.
How was your summer, Roscoe?
It was very good.
We watched the Slovakia game together. That was quite
not
fun.
bad.
Jude Bellingham's
Although
last minute goal.
I missed that goal because I was outside.
I don't remember that part of it.
Yeah. But I missed that goal. Me and Paul, good old Paul, who normally films, we went outside quickly just to get some fresh air because we were like, the game's done. And then, Jude Bellingham scored. So, anyway.
Anyways.
2-0 defeat today, my friend. Thoughts on that?
Sadly, I don't really think I've learnt much from watching it. Some things I have learnt from watching it. We're not going to do a derby, in theory. I don't think we're going to be troubling the least amount of points or anything like that. I also don't think we're going to win the title, sadly. So those are two things. I know, those are two things that I've learned. But, I mean, other than that, I think it kind of reverted to type a little bit. But we always knew before the game started that these two matches coming up with this one and City was never going to define the season. And for the first 60 minutes, we gave as good as we got, to be perfectly honest. And they picked us off. We got a bit leggy. They're 6 times champions of Europe, and have probably billions of pounds worth of talent in their side. So when you consider that 7 of the 11 that started were League One players. 7 of the 11 that started were League One players because they started the game against Exeter when we got promoted. That shows how far we've come, to be perfectly honest. And it's going to be hard to score in this division. This is all cliches, by the way. You're not going to be watching this for stone cold insight. I apologise for that.
I know that's me anyway.
Yeah. I'm just here for the filler. Ross is going to give you all the insight when I'm gone. We're not going to be scoring 100 goals or 96 goals in this division, sadly. But yeah, we gave as good as we got. I think Walton was fantastic as a deputy. Yes. I think Delap really acquitted himself well, and we had a fantastic injury midfield. I know people were worried about Luongo coming in, but I think he played better than Morsey. I mean, that's a hot take. I think he played better than Morsey did. I know we now have Phillips and potentially is it Kajus? I can't remember how you pronounce his name. Kajus. I was close. Wow, the world really is ending. Ross is just challenged me on my pronunciation of words. Could be wrong. With those two coming in, people are thinking, is it at the end of Luongo or even Morsey? And I think they really acquitted themselves well. It kind of felt like it went away from us when Burns went off. I don't know if that's a direct correlation between him going off and the goals going in. I'm not too sure, but. The first half was great. The crowd was fantastic. It was amazing. The first time in my life we've ever had 30,000 in the stadium. First time in your life as well.
Pretty much.
So there's lots of positives to have. I think going forward, and again it's a cliche. It's just got to be a little bit sharper in the back, a little bit sharper up front. But we're going to be competitive, and that's probably the most you could have hoped from this game. To be realistic, obviously a result would have been amazing, but. Yeah, we didn't disgrace ourselves, and the season won't start next Saturday either. The season will start against Fulham in a couple of weeks, so let's hope that we kick on from there.
Up next, I'm joined by good old K-Dog, who, a standard, travelled all the way from Wales early this morning. What time did you leave this morning?
At about 5:30.
Wow.
5:45ish.
Still early. Still very early. I was still fast asleep. Although, I did struggle to sleep because of the big day, the Premier League, my friends. It's ended in a 2-0 defeat, but encouraging signs.
Do you know what? Not disgraced ourselves, we took what is one of the, let's be honest, one of the best sides in the world, toe to toe for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
At half time, I thought, oh Christ, we're in this. We thought, oh, I had the guy stood next to me didn't even know Salah was playing. He hadn't done anything at that point. Davis had kept him in his pocket. But as I said, the Bloomers at half time said Liverpool are always going to have. So the Liverpool are going to turn up, and they've always got that's the extra gear that you step into. A team like that, their level was always going to have something over us, and they came out higher intensity, turned the screw, scored their goals, and then that was that. Then we were never going to come back from 2-0 down. So yeah, but I'm impressed with what I saw. That we started well.
I think we could have scored, couldn't we?
We
I was
could,
like, Ipswich was going to take the lead, but
we had a couple of chances early, didn't we? But it's just, isn't it? Teams like that, you don't take your chances, they'll eventually come back and punish you. I thought one thing I did notice is how much quicker the pace is in the Premier League.
yes.
I know we say, oh, it's quicker, but it's not until you watch. We've spent 2 years watching, well, more than that, haven't we? Watching Championship League One standard, where we've got time on the ball. One thing I noticed was straight away just how much quicker they pressed us. I don't know where that's probably amplified by the fact they're such a good side, such a top level side. But within half a second they'd be on us, 1-man, 2-man press, giving Morsey no time, giving Luongo no time, didn't give Walton or the back four space to come out and play like we used to. Even if they left someone like Tuanzebe out on the right with 5-10 yards of space, by the time it came to him, they were still on him. But I think we played well. We played through their press a couple of times. We caught them on the counter a couple of times. We were cleaning away. A little bit disappointed with just the number of offsides.
Okay, yeah.
He just said we should be better than that.
Especially in the second half.
I said they didn't look tight to me. I came out and spoke to Jubster, who'd been watching the telly. He said, "Oh, they were
right now."
Yeah, they were offside. I was like, oh, "Fair enough then." Yeah, well, fair enough. They were offside.
In the ground, you can't really see much, but until you watch the highlights back. And
Yeah, I'll watch
everything,
Match of the Day later. But
Wait, Match of the Day tonight.
Where
did it?
Yeah.
Which one do you reckon will be? Like, will we be first on, second on, third? What do you reckon?
We won't be first on, I don't think.
No, you never know.
No, because they never put the
TV games.
Yeah, because they were on TV, and then I reckon we'll be second or third.
Yeah, second or third, I think.
Who have Man City got today?
Oh,
Are they playing today?
I don't know. Do you know what?
Newcastle Southampton might be on early.
Yeah, maybe.
But the point is,
Anyway.
BBC One tonight, we're going to be on Match of the Day.
Crazy.
Yeah. But no, encouraging signs.
Yeah.
I think if we play like we have today against the likes of Brentford, the likes of Everton, Fulham, Southampton, Leicester, Everton, the teams that really we're going to be competing with, because we're not competing with Liverpool. Let's be honest. They're in the same league as us, but we're not in the same league. They are fighting for top 4 champ title. We're fighting to stay up. But if we play like that we did today against the teams that we're going to be competing against, fighting for relegation against, that we're going to be fine. I come away today looking at that thinking, do you know what? We're going to be all right in this league. We're not going straight back down. We're staying up. Mark it now, I reckon 16th, 15th or 16th. I think comfortably.
I've done that as well. I agree.
I don't think we're not going to scrape it where we're going to be comfortable. We're going to get to a week or two out from the season. You're going to look at the table and go, yeah.
Am I going to be saying dead rubbers? Oh, back in May time.
Yeah, I don't think so,
Okay,
because
okay.
you know I reckon even a West Ham game won't be a dead rubber.
Yeah.
Even if it is for us, maybe not for them, because I reckon they
true.
could. My hot take is they'll be pushing for Europe.
Oh, again?
Yeah, more. And I say that because I got Jared Bowen in my fantasy league team.
Fair enough.
And I want them to be pushing for Europe, so Jared Bowen gets me points. Fantasy league. Should we discuss that a little bit?
I don't. I think I got 5 points yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I had Smith Rowe and Robertson in my team. Did anybody have Liverpool players?
I got Jota.
Oh. Get out of it.
Yeah.
Get out of
I
it.
was like, when he scored, I was like, oh no, what a shame. Yes, get the points in.
Yeah.
No, I think it's too bad. I think.
Obviously, games are kicking off in a minute, other Premier League games, but
The one thing I noticed is one thing you and Alex were talking about on the mini pod the other day was not sure how many people are in the league, in our KOA league.
I think 500, 600 plus.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I've just had a check on my fantasy league, and with 8 points, because that's what I've got today, I'm 512th in the division.
Wow.
So just give
You're
you
done rubbish.
yeah. Oh yeah. But then half my team haven't played yet. But the point,
true.
it just gives you an idea of just how many people there are in our league.
Join it if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen. Fantasy League, get in there.
Well, sorry to ruffle on again as I always do.
No, that's good.
But yeah, genuinely not disappointed. Really proud of them. And believe it or not, Ross, we've just watched Premier League football at Portman Road.
Pinch me. It's real.
It's real.
And as always, best to last is good old Mike, my friend.
And Justin.
Justin, big shout out to Justin who's filming because everyone else, or the KO Army, just buggered off.
Left us.
So I was like, Mike, we need someone
go
to
to the
record
pub.
this. And then I saw Justin walk and I went, my friend, can you record? And he's happy to record. So we're here, Mike. Premier League football is here.
Premier League debuts
Debuts.
for Justin.
Justin, I'm making my debut as well. You're making your debut for Premier League game day. So, yeah, obviously we lost today. 2-0.
Yeah, they think. Ross, it was. We snatched at our chances. We should have taken our chances. I don't think we were as fluid and as lethal as we were in the Championship. We opened them up a few times and we just scuffed at our chances that we had, and you'd expect a bit more, better than that. But overall, it didn't look like Liverpool got out first gear.
No, it didn't.
They were just like
In the first half.
Yeah,
Second
I mean,
half.
their keeper did got brought into action twice, maybe. I don't know. It just seemed all so calm for them that, like like when you got a little kid that's trying to punch you and you're just holding him, but back at that sort of level. And then they went second half. They went up to second gear and scored 2 goals and then sat back again. It just seemed too easy for them. And I'm a bit fearful that maybe that's what's going to happen a lot this season.
Oh, thanks, Mike.
unless we get, we start getting confidence that we can actually compete at this level, because we just Omari, tore them apart at times, but then a final ball,
Final third, innit?
the final ball, it was just like to a defender, and it's like, oh, Omari, expecting him to put his laces through it and it'd be in the net. His
I
first
thought
game.
the first half, though, I thought it was encouraging in the first half. I thought
That's
we
what
were
I'm
the better
talking
team.
about. The first half, we
But then we're knackered, weren't we?
We tried to impose ourselves. Yeah, we could tell that we were getting tired towards the end of the first half. We were doing the majority of the running around, but we were counter-attacking them well. But it's just that final ball.
Yeah.
It's like we just...
What, Delap? There's one
squandered
moment
the
Delap
opportunities.
just... Sorry to interrupt. This is very rude from me. I'm normally let Mike just talk, but I'm a little convo. Delap. Obviously, at one stage in the first half, he went through one and I was like, he's through, and then, it just didn't work out.
Yeah,
there.
squandered the last chance,
Yeah.
snatched at it. Snatched it at I don't know. Just need to be confident with what their abilities are. And
Obviously, a lot of those players making their Premier League debuts, obviously, I'm sure they had nerves.
it's a game of football, Ross.
Yeah, but...
It's the same size net, same
I
ball.
was nervous. I was
You know what
nervous
I mean?
when I was walking.
Oh, it's a
sitting
Premier
on-
League, but we've seen them score bloody... How many goals we've seen in the last 2 seasons? Like nearly 100, nearly 200 goals.
But these
In the last
are
season. They know where the
international
net
footballers,
is,
though.
right?
They're playing against
And I
international
don't care.
footballers.
You could put the best goalkeeper in the world, right, in the net on some of the goals that we've scored in the past, and none of them would have been able to save them because they've been top corners. They've been pinpoint accuracy, and I just feel that today maybe the occasion got to them, and they just snatched at the chances that they had. And I don't know. I mean, it's going to be difficult as it is because every team in this league is going to come to Ipswich thinking it's a 3-pointer for them. 3 points on the board for them, you know what I mean? Everyone's fighting for survival, and when they play Ipswich, it's like almost not guaranteed 3 points, but they're going to look at it and say, we've got a good chance of getting 3 points here, and we need to put that onto them. And I just think our finishing and that needs to be a lot better.
Any positives?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That the first half, we pressed them well, we forced mistakes, but it was just that final ball. And in the past, like in the Championship last season, I thought that this was going to happen in the Championship last season.
Yeah.
With first game, we're going to lose, and we're back with the big boys sort of thing. But now we're with the real big boys, and they could turn it on and turn it off. And as soon as they turned it on, they scored 2 goals, and then they turned it off again and just relaxed. It's like, a marathon, not a sprint, and everything else. We looked like we were sprinting, and they just like, let's take it easy, you know what I mean? And all credit to them. I thought their fans were a bit poor.
Yeah.
They're very quiet.
Day out for them and stuff, down in Suffolk, sunny day, lovely day. But we brought the atmosphere.
You'll never walk alone at the beginning, and then they all sat down. Yeah. Well, they didn't sit down, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then again, maybe all their fans are tourists as well now. That's what they get in the Premier League, lots of tourists.
Well, yeah, one thing I'm going to put out there straight away, and if you did buy one, fair enough, but half and half scarves, get in the bin, in my opinion.
In the bin.
In the bin.
Half and half scarves are for kids.
In that bin over there. Not even for kids. I think they shouldn't even just have half and half scarves, in my opinion. They're just...
Well, they might have been ex-Liverpool fans and have been converted into Ipswich fans. So, it's like
True.
that's the sort of fan that needs a half and half scarf.
No.
Do you remember when we went to Lincoln for our defeat
when Arnold scored
Yeah.
in the last
Oh,
minute,
that was
right?
disgusting.
Yeah. I got a Lincoln half and half scarf at home.
Well, that's the end of game day. Thanks for joining me, Mike. No.
Yeah.
Any other business, mate?
Any other business?
You enjoyed the day though, as a whole, like Premier League football back? at
Yeah,
Portman Road?
it was good. It was good to be back. It was good to be back in the stands, surrounded by friends who I see, week in, week out, and taking the atmosphere in before the game and everything else. Yeah, it was great. It's great to be back.
Oh, man.
Good to see you as well.
Yes, Mike. And first game day of the Premier League era. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to Justin for recording. And we'll see you in Manchester. Bye-bye for now.